Hey guys, in today's video we've got one of the coolest RC cars on the market. Yes, I know I'm not the first one to review this car, but you know, in my opinion, these little cars are one of the most detailed and one of the most best performing RC cars on the market. Which one did I bought? Well, let me get everything out of the box so I can show you which one I chose. Sorry guys, before we continue, I must show you the car first, you know. Just look at this thing. This thing is just truly amazing. FMS did a really great job with this car, you know. Just look at all the small details which they have added to this car. I am just totally blown away by it. But you know, let's have a look what came inside the box. Inside the box you will find an awesome looking car, the transmitter, we've got a 2S 380 mAh LiPo battery, a USB charger, a spare tire, some accessories, some tools, even a spare gear, some manuals and some instructions. But let's have a closer look at the transmitter first. The transmitter is the standard one from FMS and this is the 3-channel version. So the build quality is all fine, it runs on 4 AAAs which you need to supply if you own. This is channel number 3 and channel number 3 is for the 2-speed gearbox. We've got some trim buttons, some bind buttons and the on-off switch, and that's all to say about it. So now let's have a close look at the car. But before I show you the car, I will add the accessories and then I will come back to you. And here is the car, guys. What do you think of it? Well, appearance wise, I am totally in love with it. Just look at it, man. I just don't have got any other words besides I'm in love with this car, you know. The amount of details which FMS added to this car is just truly amazing. So I think these cars are around 150 bucks or something. So I will put the link down below so you can check it out for yourself. But for the money, you will get an awesome looking car. Yes, they needed to cut some corners. And the first thing that I noticed are the light system. So this car is just standard headlights and tail lights and that's it. So we don't have got any indicators, we don't have got some auxiliary lights like the roof rack or those ones in front of here, you know, and that's all fine for me because, you know, FMS had to put the money inside all the details, you know. Just look at the running boards, we've got some fake axes sitting right over there, one over there, and the shuffle sitting right over there, the ladder, you know, the little cages around the lights. They thought of every small details, and you know, they need to cut some corners and they did it with the light system. And so just in the front of the car you'll find a very nice front bumper with some fake lights right over there. We've got a warning range sitting right over there, very nice sturdy front bumper, and just look at here, man, we've got a very nice looking roof rack with some fake lights, a camel trophy beds over there, and I'm not sure where these supposed to be. So if you know where these round parts are or in the real world are, you know, just leave a comment below because I don't have a clue what this is, but it looks nice. So in the rear of the car you will find a proper spare tire, and one thing I noticed already, just look at the hitch, man. Even this little part can open, and I really like those small details. Underneath the car you'll find some metal chassis rails are sitting right over there. So we've got full plastic linkages and to me that's all fine. And this time FMS gave us straight axles, and that's because this is a scale model. Well, of course also a performer, but you know, these cars in the real life had straight axles, so therefore they made it straight axles. So the shocks are just standard friction shocks, but while driving, to me that adds realism. But if you want to upgrade the shocks, you know, of course you can put some oil shocks in here, but for me the friction shocks are just fine. So I'm not sure about the gears inside the gearbox and everything, but they have provided a metal spare gear inside the package, but I'm not sure if we've got metal gears inside there. But I do know that we've got some ball bearings throughout in this car, and that's always a positive thing. So if you want to open the car, you just pull on the body itself, and we've got a little piece of velcro sitting right over there, and we've got some hinging system over there. So this is the battery tray, this is the gearbox with a pretty decent sized motor, this is the servo for the 2-speed gearbox, the 3-in-1 receiver ESC light combination box, and we've got an axle mounted servo right over there with a little servo saver. Can you see that? You know, this car is just, yeah, to me this car has got it all. So let me throw some batteries in the transmitter and inside here and turn it on. Guys, I just turned the car on and I found out that we only have got some headlights, so we don't got any tail lights. FMS, why? That's a big downside in my opinion, you know. Now it looks a bit silly with only front lights, because normally when you turn on lights, it will be in the front and in the rear, and now we only have got headlights. So I think that's a big downside. So steering wise, the steering servo has got plenty of speed and plenty of power. So currently it's in neutral. You can spin up the motor without driving. So this is the low modulation, and that's all fine as you can see. And we've got plenty of torque, and the high speed is a little bit too fast on the table, but let's floor it anyway. So it's spinning the wheels. So yeah, for now there's only one thing left to do, and that's take it outside for a spin. So guys, we're on the test course with the new FMS, and this is the first obstacle that we are going to do. So this is a pretty steep incline, so let's see if this car can do it. Here we go. And without any problems, as you can see, so let's go to the next one. This incline is even more difficult than the previous one because we've got some tricky parts right over here. So let's see if the FMS can do it. So the tires are a bit wet because we've got a little bit of water right over there. But let's see if we can make it all the way up here. I really hope I don't damage this car. Oh, we've got one wheel in the air. Can we still proceed? Yes, we can. Oh, it's going to tip over. Let's try a slightly different angle. And yes, here it is. Here we have another very steep incline, and only the most capable cars are able to get up this one. So this car has got a lot of accessories on top of here, so I don't have got very high hopes, but still, you know, let's give it a shot. Maybe he can do it, but I don't think so in advance. But well, look at this, guys. One wheel in the air. He's going to make it. Oh, he's going to tip. No, he did it. Wow, that's just amazing. So guys, let's do some rock crawling with this car. So remember, this is only a 1/24 scale RC car with straight axles, so don't expect too much of this car. This is more like a scaler car in my opinion instead of real rock crawler. But still, you know, FMS makes great cars in my opinion. And I really like the tires that they've used. So we do have got some foams inside the tires, but it's not fully to the rubber itself. So it's got a little bit of space, and therefore you've got more flexibility of the tires themselves, and until now they are doing a great job. But yes, can we make it over this one? Yes, we can. But now let's try to go up again. So guys, let's try to get up here again. So remember, this is only a 1/24 scale RC car with a lot of details mounted on top of here. So it's pretty top heavy, but you know, this car is just a scale model instead of a real rock crawler. And being a scale model until now, it does a pretty good job. You know, FMS just makes great RC cars in my opinion. Oh, do you see the rear tire flexing? Oh, probably you can't. But now you really can see that these tires are just very, very nicely built. You know, they've got a lot of flex of it, and that's just because they didn't add the foams all the way up to the rubber. And therefore, oh, that's it. And therefore, you know, we've got a lot of flexibility of the tires themselves. But yeah, I don't think he's going to make it all the way up here. But you know, that really doesn't matter. This car, in my opinion, is just a lovely car. But you know, for now, I will just give you some driving footage, and then I will come back to you with my final thoughts of this car. So guys, that was the driving with this car, and what do I think of it? Well, appearance wise, it can't get any better. Just look at it, man. I am just totally in love with this car, and FMS did a really good job by recreating the real car. I am just totally in love with this car. So performance wise, well, it performed pretty well if you ask me. So I totally didn't expect it to perform this well, especially due to the weight up high, you know, all the small details in the interior. But still, it performed pretty well, and I totally like that. So is it perfect? Well, in my opinion, it's not perfect. And the thing what I really don't like about this car is the light system. Yes, FMS needed to cut some corners to add all the licensing and all the small details, but they did it with the electronics. So this car only has got headlights, so no tail lights, no indicators or reverse light, and I really don't like that. And another thing, you cannot expand the light system at all, because we don't have got any extra ports on the receiver ESC combination. So in my opinion, that's a big downside. But still, you know, I am just totally in love with this car. Oh, one other thing what I noticed about this receiver ESC combination is the low modulation. So when you put it into the low gear and you try to crawl, you know, sometimes it had a little bit too much speed in my opinion, but you know that it is what it is. But overall, I'm just totally in love with this car. So I will put the link down below to this car so you can check it out for yourself, because there are a couple of different options. So yeah, guys, that was it for this video. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe to my channel. If you got any questions or suggestions, leave a comment below, and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.